Microphone check, 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 check. Microphone check, microphone check, 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 check. I can't believe, dude, I've been streaming. I've been streaming without a microphone. Like in the past 1 hour, I was like, what's going on? All right, guys, the party is open. Let's start the party. Open party. The party. So I started like without a microphone. It wasn't even working. You know what I mean? So I think we're live now. Let me see. All right, good. All right. Just give me a second. I think we're live, I hope. Can you guys hear me? There we go. I don't know, is the party chat gonna work? Hold on. Actually, let's do a Discord. Because I don't have my, sorry about that. I don't have a, I don't have my thingy connected to the PlayStation controller, but now it should be good. I can't believe I've been live streaming without a microphone. Jesus Christ! I thought I turned my microphone on, and I thought I turned my chat on, and I realized after I ended the stream, I realized, holy shit, I didn't have my chat, I didn't have my microphone on. Like, oh my God. My apologies. Oh man, that was half-assed. That was half-assed of me. My apologies. I'm gonna make some calls. See who's up. I'm gonna call everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Dominic, can you hear me, Dominic?
Good evening.
Hello.
Hey, good evening. JJ.
How you doing?
Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me?
This guy literally right to my face would say, blatantly, I am natural. And like a lot of people will take added to work.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Hello.
All right, that's good. I can hear you too. That's awesome. Let's see. Can the chat hear you? I think the chat can hear you, JJ. You good?
All right.
Yeah, you're live, man. Millions of people are watching you now.
Oh my God!
The millions of people. You're a celebrity, bro.
The Leech is watching.
The celebrity. Oh man, this game, it's quite something, man.
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh, you bought it?
I bought it from Best Buy.
The Callisto.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta live stream it.
I was just at Best Buy, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm like tired now. I'm like,
How much did you pay for it?
surprisingly, it was on sale for some reason.
Because
So
the stock went down.
Yeah,
Because of
so
all the
I
bad
paid,
reviews, they had to sell it cheap. And listen, man, look, I'll tell you what, the game is really not that bad, as people are, it's not Dead Space type of a story, and I'm not going to spoil the Dead Space for people who haven't played it. But it's not like Dead Space. It's not trying to be like Dead Space. It's trying to be like, I don't know, like a Con Air. You ever saw the movie Con Air? But it's just there's one guy in it, and this one Asian chick.
I paid $50 for it.
Listen, listen. This is not the best work of Glenn Schofield. Could have been better, of course. It could have been better.
But
I think the writing could have been better. Sure, the story could have been better. I don't know why they decided to go to the prison. They should have done something where there's a group of cargo employees on this ship, and there's a bunch of females and males, and they're all working together, and they're like traveling to this moon destination next to Jupiter, and something along the way happens, and they crash to some other moon called the Callisto, right? And there's nothing there. It's just, and then they find out something there when they get there. I know it sounds kind of like an Alien, 1979, but I think people would have appreciated it better if it was that kind of a scenario, right? So, but that's just me. That's just me. But what I do like about the game, if you can overlook you don't give a shit about these characters. To be honest with you, I mean, even this guy, Jacob, you don't even care what happens to him. It's like they're not even that likable. But what I do like about the game is the atmosphere, the quality, the combat system, and the game. It's really hard. It's not easy, as you will see momentarily in a moment. If you guys are watching the live stream, you're gonna see that the game.
I just got it done.
Yeah.
So looks like a gruesome motherfucker right there.
Oh, trust me, man. This is a pain in the ass. These twins are pain in my ass, and you'll find out in a minute. Hold on. Here we go. And lights, camera, action, take one. Come on. Get your ass over here. It's not gonna end up well, as you can see. All right, focus. I have to shoot him in the both hands, and then I gotta sack him to the neck. I have to decapitate one of his heads, and then I have to do it all over again to finish the job. Come on.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I understand from now that I have spent 22 hours in this game. I understand both sides of the aisle. Why some people don't like it, why some people like it. I mean, I get it. But to say that it's the worst game ever, like,
Who's
that's
this?
just, yeah. Some people out there say it's the worst game I ever played.
Maybe a bit early to judge it.
Yeah. I mean, there's some Dead Space in it. I think what people are bitching and moaning about is that there's no... it's not like rich in story like a Dead Space. It doesn't have colorful characters like it did in Dead Space. And it's, you know... But it's not trying to be like a Dead Space. And I think that's the issue. A lot of people are trying to compare this to a Dead Space. I can see why they do that, you know, considering who's making this game. But even the Glenn Schofield says, hey guys, we are not making another Dead Space. This is not a Dead Space. This is different type of a game with a new ID. And I think the story is the weakness in this game. Because if, you know, in order for the game to grab you, there has to be a good story where you have to like, why should I give a shit? Like, why should I continue? You know what I mean? There has to be something to motivate you to continue. What's the best motivation? That's the character and the story. And if you don't care about the character, if you don't care about any of the characters, well, then you don't really care one way or the other. So that's an issue too. Story is very important in video games. You know, I hate to say it, but they are. Fuck's sake. You know, having a 60 FPS would definitely benefit in this game, just to be honest. I think you're getting roughly maybe 28 to 29 frames here, which is kind of disappointing because, well, you're fighting this boss, right? And having a higher frame rate definitely is going to help. You know, latency is going to be the key here. And if the latency is not that good, well, I'm going to get killed every single time here. So, I know they were going for quality, but this is why this game should have been next generation only. You know, this is my whole point. Me and Cameron talked about this earlier. This is why this should have been a next gen only. Now, the reason it's not a next gen only because they have to focus on PC and the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, you know, the old generation systems, they have to fit, optimize the engine for that too. But if they were only focused on the next gen, they would be able to utilize 60 FPS, 1440p with Unreal Engine 5. I mean Unreal Engine 4, I'm sorry. Which this is a kind of like Unreal Engine 5, like a glorified Unreal Engine 5. That's what this is. Not 100% Unreal Engine 5, but it's a almost there, near Unreal Engine 5. Because they are using Unreal Engine 4.27, which is Unreal Engine 4 in steroids. Almost Unreal Engine 5. Or they could have gone totally Unreal Engine 5, just do 1440p 60, you know what I mean? Scaled to 4K. And I think having that type of performance would have benefit greatly, in my opinion. What do you think, JJ?
Yeah, just dropped connection, but I heard most of what you said. If the quality isn't up there and not everybody can enjoy it, better to go halfway and make it work for everybody. It's,
well, yeah, I mean, to me, it's like. I think it's time for developers to focus on, because then what's the point of buying a PS5? I mean, if you're not going to utilize the full potential of what the console can do, so then what's the point of these new consoles? I mean, and people, hey, I think that only makes it it gives you a reason to buy a PS5 and Xbox Series X. Where you say, hey, listen. I can
exclusive.
No, it's not only that, but it's like, that too. But I get to play these next third-party games only on the next gen with the best possible, quality and performance.
Yeah,
and that will give people a more reason to buy Series X and PS5. And they're going to say, the hell with the PS4, Xbox, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the more users, the more...
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just me and Cameron talked about this earlier, but I think that would only help with the next generation consoles.
Yeah, promote it a bit.
Yeah. I don't know, for some reason there seems to be a lot of latency on my controller on this part of the game. I don't understand why. Like, I can feel it. Like there's like a delay, a little bit.
Yeah, on the stream you get a bit of a delay, definitely out here, but maybe also my end of the connection. But I can see some of the footage. I think it's I think it must be a good game. I think you must like that kind of storyline stuff. But
I mean, I like Dead Space type of games. It's just me, but even for a guy like me who likes Dead Space, I can see that the story could have been better. Story actually is an important part of the game. Characters and the story. I mean, the Metal Gear wouldn't be what it is without the story and the characters. The Resident Evil, the Final Fantasy, none of these games would be what they are without these iconic characters and the story. So story is very important, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks pretty brutal, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be dying for a long time. I already nicknamed this guy Twins. They love me so much, man. They have so much love. They can't wait to show it off. Usually comes with stomping on my face, breaking my skull.
Get some similar characteristics to it as the Forest game. Some.
I think the game is too loud, isn't it? I think it's too loud. Let me fix that.
Fucked up foot problem there.
Yeah, it's a big foot. I'll leave the dialogue at 100, but the effects and all this other stuff, I'll leave it at 50. So that way people can hear us talking, you know. I'm really not a fan, and I know it's the new thing. It's the new trend. I'm not a fan of these, you know, mixes these days where everything's nice and quiet and balanced, and then out of the blue, the bass and, you know, and everything else, just the gain, the decibels just go super high, you know, like the sound, the mixes in the movies these days. It's like, you know what I mean? Do you feel like it's kind of like, especially with the Michael Bay movies, it's like, and then it stops and it becomes again, and you know, it's just.
Yeah, sometimes I just prefer putting the music off in some games.
You know what I mean? Like the movie. Okay, what I'm talking about is editing. The sound editing, it's kind of like too crowded, you know, in some movies. To me, the sound editing has to be like an orchestra. It has to be like a Mozart. It has to make sense, you know. You know what I mean? But like in today's movies, it's like a machinery or something, like, you know, like in some kind of industrial complex, you know, and they're like banging with the hammers. It's like, and then there's people talking in the background, and there's the characters, you know, like even in like in the Transformers, I can't hear the dialogue, blah 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 blah, and like what the fuck they're saying. I just know they're saying something because there's so much noise going on, you know. You know, it's like explosions and all that. I think it's the mixing these days is too crowded, and I don't know.
Some people got a job and they overdid it.
Yeah, maybe I'm too critical, dude. That's my thing, man. Maybe that was my whole reasoning of being born, is to criticize. The criticism, Mr. 4K critique. All right, let's finish this, twins.
Gotta amputate that foot.
I wish it was the foot. It's not the foot. It's something else. It's his legs. No, it's not. It's his arms. Oh god! What happened to his dick, man? It's gone. Somebody amputated that shit.
But it's like man-made or inhabited to the place where you're going at, like the origin.
Well, we don't know yet. Some kind of an outbreak. That's the secret. We don't know who did it. It was Umbrella, man. Just somehow it's connected to Resident Evil. Nemesis virus. I mean, the story is cliche. It's like the story in this game is not gonna really make you go, wow. It's like a Steven Seagal kind of a story, like one of those Steven Seagal movies, you know. And the characters, like this character Dina, it's so she's not really likable. She's like so annoying. Like she's so mean to you for no fucking reason. Like, shut the fuck up, don't talk to me. And it's like, if you have a question, shut up, I hate you. Like, you just met the fucking guy. That Asian chick in this game.
Damn, the head. Fucked up.
Go, 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 go. I need some help.
So, what
Oh,
weapons
look.
do you get until
Oh,
now?
Phil Harrison float. Oh, shit. Fuck. How many times am I gonna die? Come on, motherfucker. Ah, you serious? Dominic's probably like, I regret buying this game. Is this what I'm gonna have to face?
I think it might be worth having it, giving it a go. But I think it's a bit like, it looks to me a bit like similar experiences to what I've had to what was it again? Days Gone.
Well, this is, it's more like
a bit of a story. You gotta go some places, you figure things out, you fight your way through.
This
and
game
also,
is, it's nothing that, here's the thing, it's very cliche. This game, it's nothing that you haven't, it's nothing fresh. I think my biggest problem, and I think, here's what I'm trying to say. I understand why the 50% fucking hates this game, and I also understand why the other 50% fucking likes the game. It's a love-hate relationship. There's two fucking things going on here. You
always have that.
You have this, which I understand exactly why. Developers, I guess, being too lazy, or I don't know what it is. No direction, no juicy ideas. I think if you're gonna create a new IP, everything has to be fresh. You've done Dead Space. You were very successful with that. Forget about it. It's over. Why go back to something that you're already successful? It's time to do something different. And I think this is a mistake. You see what I'm saying, JJ? Like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Like, if I created something that was so successful the first time, I don't want to go back to that. I already done that. I cannot outdone that. Just leave it as it is. Let's work on a new IP, something that you haven't seen. Right? Let me show you something that you haven't seen. Let me show you something that you to this year, 2022, the year of our Lord, that you haven't seen. Right? And I think this is where developers make a mistake. And I hate to use the word lazy, but I guess that's, I don't know how else to call it. It's just the laziness of, I mean, if these people are really desperate for juicy ideas, why the fuck aren't people contacting me? I got so many juicy ideas, dude. I mean, I don't understand how is it that people don't have this imagination. If you're struggling as a writer, dude, contact me. Contact me, dude. I'll give you some juicy ideas of something that you have never thought about to put in a new direction, right? Isn't that the whole idea of a new IP? To create something that you haven't done before, that you haven't played before. This looks familiar, correct? You've been here before. This reminds you of Resident Evil. This reminds you of Dead Space. This reminds you a little bit of The Last of Us. This is nothing new. It's kind of been there, done that. Familiarity,
Yeah.
right? So, and I know people are going to say, but maybe you're being too critical. I'm not being too critical. I'm just speaking the facts. When we talk about something new and fresh, I'm talking like a fresh new idea, original idea, right? I want you to bring an original idea that has never been done before. That's called evolution. That's called raising the bar. That's called putting the new standard, the new genre, if you will. But this game obviously is not doing that. Now, that's the 50% of people that doesn't like it. Another 50% that likes it, I understand why they like it, because they've been so desperate for a new Dead Space game, and they love the Dead Space so much, and it's been a long time since they played the Dead Space, and this game will definitely do that for you in a kind of an homage kind of a way, but not 100%. You will have some moments where it's going to remind you of Dead Space, but it's not Dead Space. So I understand the arguments on both sides of the aisle. I understand why some people don't like it, and I also understand why some people like it. So 50-50. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Dom?
Hey, what's up, Dominic? Excuse me, as you can see, I'm trying to focus. Defeating this motherfucker. So forgive me,
Sorry,
guys,
I left,
if I'm
a
not
little
paying
bit earlier.
attention. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry that I left a little bit earlier. I went to go take a little
Nah,
quick
it's alright, dude.
shower.
It's alright.
I went to go take a quick shower because I still feel like shit. So
Yeah, I felt like shit yesterday, and working in the morning. Tell me about it.
now I have to go and see if this shower helps.
Well, depends. If it's a hot shower, probably.
I don't know.
If it's a
I
cold
have,
shower, definitely not gonna help.
Because I have chest pains, I have chills, aches, headaches.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know.
You caught some virus, man, or something.
I
That's
hope
what it
it's
is,
not
man. People are
influenza.
coughing, not wearing a mask, they're spitting, they're shitting, they're nasty, they're not cleaning themselves, and it is what it is, man. Fuck it.
I hope it's not influenza. That's what I don't hope it is.
Hey,
'Cause
listen,
that's
let's be
what's
honest.
breaking-
People
that's
like
what-
to
that's what's
pretend that they're
breaking out in
cleaning themselves,
Canada.
but they're not really cleaning themselves, man. People are nasty, man.
Yeah.
I must be a lot of fun in the parties, right? I saw those videos you did of flying.
I've posted a lot of them.
It's pretty cool, man. I like the whole those liveries that you have, man. I like it. Pretty cool, man.
They're good. I have a
Is
lot
the
of
quality
like,
good or?
It's good.
Oh, that's good. Oh my god. How
For
many?
for me, it's a bit off, but I can see some stuff.
What kind of connection do you have?
Some European
Some
quality.
shitty European quality. I got you. Some shitty Bulgarian quality.
I
right?
think right now it's like 120 or 150
Oh no, you're in
megabits.
Belgium, right? You're not in Bulgaria. You're in Belgium.
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 I think it's like 120 or 150 megabit per second, but
forget about it, man. Hey, that's it, man. You got the leftovers, bro.
yeah,
You need
in
like
Netherlands they got like up to 1 gigs now.
Nice. I know it's kind of ridiculous, man. Here we are, 2023, year of our Lord almost. And we're still, some people are still rocking 150 megabits. Like, what the fuck, man?
The Callisto Protocol for Xbox One it's a lot cheaper. By like $19, I think.
Well, how much?
Yeah.
The Xbox One version is cheaper than the Series X and S.
What?
Yeah, the Xbox One version is $79.99 and the Series X and S is $89.99.
Which game?
The Callisto Protocol on Xbox.
Well, that's a Canadian, right? How much is that in euros?
For you, 60 for an Xbox One version, and then for like you, for like the Series X and S, probably 79 something for you.
Nah, it's still expensive, man. Shit is expensive, bro.
This game is man.
This is what you're gonna be dealing with, bro. The twins. I'm gonna be like a Cameron's friend for like 3 weeks, stuck with his fucking twins. Join us on the Discord, Cameron.
I'm firefighter season the coming week. Well, it's coming on the 6th of December. But that's right around the corner. Just a day or two.
Yeah.
It looks good.
You mean you like the graphics?
Yeah, I remember you playing it on PC back a while ago.
Which one?
Firefighting simulator.
Yeah, it was actually good. Me and Brendan played it.
Hey, it's not bad. It's only $38. Not too shabby.
Oh my god.
I have like, not gonna lie, I think I have like 5 streams that I haven't uploaded on YouTube yet. And they're all quite long. I think 2 of them are like 3 hours long, and one of them is 9 hours.
It's too long, man. You have to split that.
Yeah, I think I might split it into like a 15-minute video or something like that.
Yeah, because it's gonna take a while. And you know what? People like really don't have time to watch the whole thing. That's another thing, you know. You know, just people are like they like short videos. That's what I've noticed. Now, if you're live streaming and they're there, what's a different story? You know?
Yeah.
People just want the shorts because they're so busy. They just want to see something for 5 minutes and that's it.
Yeah.
Which I totally get that. I totally understand that.
For me, I'm only putting them on YouTube just so like I can keep them on there, so I don't. If I accidentally delete it on Twitch or whatever, I have it on YouTube, or like to go back and look at what I've done like a month or 2 ago. That's why I'm like putting it on there.
Motherfucker! Run! Run, motherfucker! Oh, fucking it's sideways! Go! Oh.
Oh, I learned how to put thumbnails on my video thing. I put thumbnails on like 4 of them, I think. Like new thumbnails.
Yeah, Miss Call, what's up? Right?
I can hear you, my friend. I can hear you, my friend.
And now you can go back whenever you want and see my new thumbnail that I tried to do. It's like I've learned to try to do. But
That's to me the easy part. The thumbnail is so easy.
yeah. It was my first time doing this. So.
I love it. Like if you watch you are on my Instagram. I love making photos. Designer. Like I should have been one of those guys designing the wallpapers and CD jackets, for the albums and shit like that. What you call it? Graphic designer.
Your Instagram. Yeah, you gotta add me on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Can you
What is
hear me?
that? Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, what's up, Cameron? Is that what it is? The graphic designer, right? That's what it is. How you doing, Cam?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, me and Cam spoke earlier about this game and the love and hate relationship and why it's a 30 FPS. And I was just telling JJ Cameron that it really would have helped me if this game was 60 FPS here. But it's not.
It doesn't have the
it
doesn't have the performance mode 60 FPS.
Nope.
Huh.
It's at 30. Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that.
I didn't buy it.
I thought it was 60 FPS performance, and the resolution and the fidelity mode would bring it to 4K. I didn't know that. Shit, I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Everybody has been talking about everything else wrong with the game. Nobody mentioned the 30 FPS. I didn't even know, to be honest with you. And I've looked at at least like 30, 40 reviews about the game, and not even one of them mentioned 30 FPS. Like people are like, I played on performance mode, but I was assuming they're playing it on performance mode because it's 60.
No, it's not.
On a computer, probably.
It's more like a 35, 36. He dropped down to 30, which is okay for some type. But for a game like this, where you're fighting like an Elden Ring, these tough bosses, man. I can't. Listen, God of War, I gotta have the 60 FPS. I'll be honest with you, Cameron. Like I always have it on the performance mode. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I don't care. I don't even. Whenever, like, I have my PlayStation set to automatically only play performance mode. Like, on the PlayStation itself,
I didn't know you
can
do
go into
that.
the
Holy shit.
in the settings, you can tell the PlayStation itself to always play the game in fidelity mode. So you don't even have to worry about. Always play in performance mode or fidelity. You can pick the mode. So then that way you don't have to ever worry about what it is. So for me, I don't.
One of those days on the on the IG on how to do that. Yeah.
Because I remember when I first got my PlayStation, I said it. I think that message
awesome,
was for you.
That's why I love PlayStation, dude. Because of stuff like that, convenience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can even set the language like to all I guess if you're like a French guy, you can tell the PlayStation to always have the game in French, so then you don't have to go into the menu and do it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it has those defaults that you can set by default.
See, I didn't even know that, man. I had a PlayStation now 5 for like 2 years. I didn't know that till now.
Yeah.
It's like the things that the PlayStation doesn't tell you, but you have to figure that out. But
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, man.
There was another thing that this guy was telling me. Like I didn't even know this, but I would have to investigate it more to see exactly. But this guy was basically saying that he bought himself a brand new 1 terabyte NVMe drive for the PS5, and he installed it. And it works fine, nothing wrong with it. But the only problem that he said he was seeing is that the PlayStation 5 is not giving him the option to make that drive the default drive. Now, for most people that wouldn't be a problem, but no, because the main drive in the PlayStation, you can't take out that drive. That's always in the PlayStation, right? So now you can use the second slot where you take the two screws off and you can put the NVMe drive in it, right? And that now the PlayStation will have 2 drives. But he's saying that in the settings it does not allow you to make that second drive the default drive for your games to go into. So he's like, and he does what I do. So a lot of times if I'm not home, my PlayStation is always in rest mode, right? So when my PlayStation is in rest mode, I can still download and delete games that's on the PlayStation. I can still access the PlayStation on my phone. So he's like, the problem he's having now is that when he's downloading the games, the PlayStation will not download it now because he cannot assign that new hard drive to be the factory drive where he wants the games to go into, right? So he basically wants the PlayStation drive that it came with just to run the Sony operating system, but he wants all of his games to be downloaded on the new drive, the Samsung 980 Pro. He wants it to go on that one by default. Now, the way you do it is you download the game and then you transfer it over. It takes like 20 seconds, but if you're not home, you can't do that.
So how do you make it to default? How do you tweet? So
you can't. You can't.
Oh shit.
That's what he was saying, but I don't have an external drive, so I can't experiment to see, whatever. But like for most people, that's not a problem. You're gonna be like, wow, who the fuck cares, bro? Just transfer the game
just
after.
Transfer it, back it up. Let's say a 10 terabyte hard drive.
The problem the guy has is he's like me. Like he may be outside and he may fucking download 4 games, but now the game and then so that you can download 4 games. So then when you come home, the games are already on your PlayStation. But now he can't do that anymore because those games, unless he's there, the PlayStation will not download it because it's trying to download it to the factory drive, which is not gonna fit, right? So but if the PlayStation had the option to say that new secondary drive is gonna be the default drive for the games, then he would be able to download it because then it's gonna download on that 1 terabyte. But on the PlayStation drive itself, you're limited to how much space you have with that 667 gig hard drive space, So. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like people don't know because they haven't bought that accessory or they haven't used that option. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm still learning.
Small stuff.
Yeah, I'm still learning myself, but with some stuff too. Like as I use it.
I didn't even know about the stream. The picture-in-picture.
Here's a problem with the play.
Remember, and then I find out from somebody that there's a picture-in-picture stream you can do. You can see what I'm playing, and I can see what you're playing at the same time.
Yeah. But not only that. Like let's say you have a friend, and let's say you have a friend on your PlayStation network, right? And they're playing a game. Like even though they don't have a YouTube channel, like when you hold the button on the PlayStation controller that takes the picture or the videos, if you hold it, it brings up the menu on the bottom of the screen, where it shows the last video you recorded. It tells you want to record, and then it has the broadcast, right? So even though you don't have a YouTube channel, you can still broadcast. And what's going to happen now is all of your friends on the PlayStation, they can actually watch your stream, even though you don't have a YouTube channel. It's like it's broadcasting on the PlayStation network, and all of your friends, they can see your live stream. I think that's pretty cool too, because I used to do that with my buddies on Ghost of Tsushima. I used to watch how they were playing, when they were broadcasting it.
That's what I love PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many features, man, that it has. Even the game share.
Game share is the best.
I used it only one time. I was doing Demon Souls. I think it was
and
me.
you let me play it.
You
yeah,
and I think Martin came in to join us. I think Martin's the one who told us about it. Actually.
Yeah, I died so many times I got pissed.
What, Demon Souls?
Yeah, I died.
Oh, yeah. This
And
shit is
Returner. Returner. You let me play Returners.
Oh, fuck Returnal, dude. That was... Dude, I cussed that game out so fucking much, dude.
And it's coming
like
back.
Metroid, I told the Metroid... dude, I said all kinds of shit about Metroid, man. It's not even fucking funny.
Yeah. I'm shocked
I went
that
super
hardcore
Metroid Dread. Oh, man.
I put the thumbnails that I made in the Discord chat.
Oh.
People, they go check it out, guys.
I might make some more later on for my other ones.
I gotta give Dominic. I gotta give you that aircraft app. It's called. It lets you stream your Twitch in the same time. You can stream on YouTube at the same time. That's what that app is.
I think Ed wants that too, don't you? To stream on both at the same time. Stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Yeah.
That's
but the thing is, would that work on Xbox?
Oh my God! You said the thing
yeah,
is, how dare you?
Yeah, it works. You gotta get a laptop. You get a laptop.
I'm not sure. So, because the only thing I know is Twitch on Xbox. So that's all I was using. So.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You stream it on
the
the
quality. I gotta tell you, man, the quality camera on the Twitch on the Jeff Bezos is so much better than YouTube. If you look at some of the videos that Dominic has uploaded. The quality is just top notch, dude.
Listen, even some of my live streams, I'm live streaming in like 360p sometimes. Whenever like the other one ain't working, that shit still looks good in 360p.
But
I'm
Jeff
like,
I got
Bezos,
mine at
honestly,
1080.
Jeff Bezos needs to buy a YouTube.
You need to buy everybody.
Actually, Elon Musk. Elon Musk said, "Wouldn't it?" Actually, Elon Musk made a tweet and he said, "Wouldn't it be cool if I bought Facebook and YouTube next?"
He
Just said
should,
it like that.
for fuck's sake. He should. Yeah.
I'll be happy. Yes.
He should.
Yeah, like even when I streamed this morning for
Maybe my Facebook
like
yeah, that's good enough.
how long? I streamed for 5 hours this morning since like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't realize I was filming in 360p. And then when I uploaded my video and I was watching it through, it looked fucking good.
Yeah,
Even
I saw it in the morning.
that
Actually,
long.
I was working and I was like, holy shit, this looks good, man.
Yeah.
I saw it in the morning when I was on Instagram. I was like, it's a good quality. I saw those Disney, what you call it? Not vinyls, Jesus Christ, the liveries. Fucking vinyls. Fuck, you say? The vinyls are the records. For fuck's sake. I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry. I'm still recovering from that shit yesterday. Whatever that virus was, man. But going for a swim in the morning, deep diving, that really helps, man. Clear out my sinuses and get the temperature, level.
Yeah, on my
Water, dude. Water's everything. You just need water, dude. We're water creatures.
And the good thing is that my 6 hour stream yesterday.
I'll do this.
Yesterday, I was doing a flight, like a pretty long one, and I was using VATSIM, right? So I wasn't so sure if the audio would like be clear, like after I uploaded it, but thankfully when I uploaded it and then checked it, the audio was like still clear and good when I was using a VATSIM, so you could hear it if you want.
Oh, you were using a VATSIM?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear like the chatter, the whole thing.
You can hear it loud and clear. But when I was first doing it, I thought that maybe the audio wouldn't come clear a little bit when I would upload it.
I'll
but
have to double check it though. I mean, I'll have to rewatch it again.
Yeah.
Maybe my audio was too low.
Yeah, maybe I'll let me find out what part of the stream it was. It was kind of long. YouTube. It's wait a minute.
I hope that this is not the ending of the game.
The channel. I thought you would have already finished the game by now.
They lied. They said it's 12, 13 hours. Come on. People lie. They lie. They're liars. Pencil. IGN already lied.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everybody else is gonna lie.
Okay. So for my other 2 hour flight, I put like where I was flying to in the title, so it's more easier for people to know. And then where's that one video? I think it's this one.
Oh man, oh man.
Yeah, it's this one. Let me see. Do you hear it?
No, I cannot hear nothing right now because I'm only hearing the twins roaring.
So if you go to the live stream where it says, well, I was doing like a stream event thingy because the game was having like a live event or whatever. So I kept the title as that, but if you go to where it says Fortnite Season 3 Fracture Event Live at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then if you go to the live stream and you go to 4 hours and 35 minutes.
You know, you can actually timeline that. You know that. You just got to put
How
the
do you
time.
do that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, just type it on a comment or a description, and it's
You
gonna
know
be
what's
like a
one thing
blue time on there, like the timeline, timestamp. I'm sorry, on that timestamp, and then I click it, it takes me right there. But you got to put a time correctly, like 2 hours and 30 minutes or whatever seconds.
Do I have to take it down and then put it back up?
No, just
do
edit.
that?
Go to edit, and just put a timestamp. That's it.
Edit video.
Yeah, you put those, the time. You look at the time that it says on the video, and you just type it, and then you save it, and then I can click that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really
You know to where
useful
it says,
because it can help you. You can create chapters like that on the description. Yeah,
Do you
you
go
were
to
saying
where it
something,
says,
Cameron. Go ahead.
like editor, I think. Editor.
No, I was saying like now I'm back in Valhalla. They released the DLC.
Oh shit, you playing it
and,
now?
Actually, they fucked up and they released the DLC last Friday by accident, and I downloaded it. And
That's
they
what
got
I was
shit,
thinking.
Right? But
Listen, Cameron,
it's awkward going.
I was like confused as fuck because when I saw one person post a video say that it was supposed to come out on December 6th, and then I saw this.
I had it way before that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of pointless for me because it doesn't have any trophies. But I'm still gonna do it. But I'm coming back and like I've made a decision that Valhalla is gonna be the only game that I'll never delete from the PlayStation because it seems like they always, even though they keep saying this is the last. I heard that like 2 months ago. That's the last DLC. But what I was saying though is like I find Assassin's Creed games, nobody does fast travel better than Assassin's Creed games. Not even God of War. Assassin's Creed, you can be any fucking where in the game. You just press a button, fast travel.
Well,
God of
they've
War,
been
you have
doing
to,
it for,
you have to
for
run.
20 years.
Oh yeah. And I like that. It makes it so easy. Like in God of War, you gotta run to the Mystic Gate, right? And sometimes the Mystic Gate is not around, and you gotta. But this game, I just turned it on. I haven't turned it on, and so far, I didn't even know where I was in the game, and then I just went fast travel back to where I have to go, and instantly right there. Like I just appreciate how easily they make they.
The credit should go to Jade.
Oh, yeah.
Jade Raymond, man. She started that whole formula of Assassin's Creed. She's the creative director of that IP. I know. Not to mention she's fucking smoking hot, which helps.
I don't want to say something because it's gonna sound weird.
Yeah.
But in many ways, I find it hard to say that I really like Ragnarok more than Valhalla. And let me tell you why. I love Valhalla. I mean, I love Ragnarok. It's incredible. It's probably like my top 3 games of all time now. But when I think about how much I like Valhalla, and I tell myself like, okay, Ragnarok, it's a masterpiece. But when I look at Valhalla, and I tell myself, look at how much content Ubisoft is giving me. Like this game is 5 times bigger than Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And I say like the graphics are in Valhalla to me are just as good as Ragnarok. The combat in Valhalla, when you learn how to play the game and you have a build, like I could fucking kill Kratos with my Ivor right now with the shit that he has. Like I don't want to tell you, like it's like in God of War, the weapons are they have a similarity to Valhalla. Like that's why I asked you the other day, have you heard of Dropnir? These are all things that are in Valhalla.
I heard of him, but I haven't.
No, it's not. It's not a person. It's not a person. But it's Valhalla. These because I told you, Valhalla is also taking place in Ragnarok, and it's also so the terms. I'm trying not to give away to spoil it for you, but long story short, I was thinking about it the other day, and I was thinking about like all of my favorite games right now that I've played. And I personally love Valhalla way more than I do Odyssey, and I love Odyssey.
Same.
But,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with him.
when you learn how to play Valhalla, like when you really learn how to play Valhalla,
hey, hold
and
on,
you have
Cameron.
a mixed build.
Now I'm gonna say, you sound like Rich from Review Tech USA. Like flip flop.
No. But let me tell you why. No. Yeah. Rich from Review Tech, to me, he's not a gamer. The only game that I've seen him play and beat was the Elden Ring. But besides that, if you look at him, he doesn't play games. So to me, he's not like a real gamer. But
I agree.
Like I said. Okay, let's say you have 2 games in your hand, right?
Yeah.
And both of these games, like you would give them an A+. But if you had to pick one or the other, right? and both of them are equally as good. But one of them you're gonna say, man, these are equally as good. But this one here, it's like fucking 300 hours of goodness.
Well, you see,
This one
talking
is-
about the value. See, this is what I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
What is the
So when I
value
look at
of-
the value,
of
like to
God
me,
of
there's
War
no
versus,
game that has given me the
Assassin's
value.
Creed? Yeah.
Actually, no, I won't lie. Actually, the only other game was the Ghost of Tsushima. I got 2,000 hours in that bitch, but
Yeah.
you know, but
But you know
that's
why
what I'm saying.
that
Like,
is?
when
You
I
know
look
why
at the
that is?
value now,
Because
the
Assassin's
online with my
Creed-
buddies. Yeah, yeah.
Assassin's Creed, it's a huge open world with a lot of DLCs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
While
Yeah,
the
yeah,
God
yeah,
of
exactly.
War has a great
Red Dead
story,
Redemption.
great
Yeah.
story, excellent story, no question about it. But it's
But
a
it's
linear,
not an open world.
It's a
Yeah,
linear
exactly.
world.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So I
like The
definitely
Last of
see
Us
that
2. It's not
connection. Yeah,
open world. It's the same thing. Like I love The Last of Us 2. Okay, it's my favorite game.
Yeah.
But when I look at
I'll
the
be back.
value,
I'm gonna do
I
this
tell myself like
stuff.
even like a game like Forbidden West, it's a beautiful, gorgeous game and it's open world. And I tell myself, man, like the value
Glad
of the
to hear
game,
that,
like
Ollie.
that's what
glad you're
people are
doing
not appreciating, you know, like so.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I'm appreciating what the developers put. It's not just about the graphics and the resolution; it's about the entire content of the game. You know, like, can you keep me? Do you give me the sense that I want to keep playing this game for the entirety? You know, like, you know, I don't want to just be, drawn to the game for a couple of hours, and then after that, I'm like, it gets boring. You know, I want to be like God of War. The entire 60, 70 hours that I spent in that game, I loved it. I was like hooked like a crackhead. I was doing 11-hour days shift. You know, it was the fucking like around the same time when I booked 5 days off for Valhalla. I mean for I'm getting mixed up. I booked 5 days off for Ragnarok, and I was doing 11-hour days on that thing. Valhalla, I got COVID, so I was forced to stay home, even though I didn't have symptoms. They told me, you should stay home. You know, so I stayed home and I said, "Fuck, I got nothing else to do, so I'm gonna pile on the hours in Valhalla." But I'm like, when I'm looking at games now, like I'm really appreciating how much content the developer is giving you. And it's not just they're giving you content and the content is crap. If the content is great, right, and you're you really want to get yourself into that content. To me, I have to also look at that as part of the value, you know. So that's just my perspective how I'm looking at these games now. And that's why I say Valhalla.
We all have
Valhalla keeps-
perspectives. It's
Yeah.
it's just a matter of perspective and subjectivity. How subjective you are about this, and everyone's gonna have an opinion about pretty much anything. Even how you take a piss, how you take a shit, someone will have opinion. So it's really, we're very like preference based creatures, man. Like yesterday, I was loving this game, but then I started like thinking to myself, it's kind of a linear story, like a very cliche story, and it's like it doesn't have any kind of richness to the characters. And this girl Dina that I'm here with, this Asian chick, she's kind of annoying and boring. She's always like has this attitude towards me, like, don't talk to me, shut up, this and that. It's like,
you know what I was disappointed with the game?
See, I get the Dreamcast points of view now.
Oh yeah.
I said, I really kind of don't like this game.
Everything Dreamcast guy said, I thought that in my head like weeks when I first seen the trailer, like of the game. Like I was like, that's why I told you. I don't know. Like remember one time I told you like
Holly, you can say anything you want to say. Free to say whatever you want to say. It's all good. Yeah, go ahead.
Like remember I told you like before the game came out, like there's something about the Callisto Protocol that's making me not want to buy it right away. I'm gonna wait and see the reviews. That's why I told you I'll wait for you to play it Friday. And then, but I told you now, I'm gonna buy the game anyways when I see it cheap, right? Like when I see it for like $50 near my house, I'm gonna buy the game for sure. But one thing I don't understand why they did this is, you probably know by now, man. You've seen more of the thing than I have, but you probably know
Callisto,
that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Deacon St. John is in the game like Deacon St. John is in the game like 3 or 4 times. Like what the fuck is that? To me, he's the most interesting fucking character. He should be in the game like fucking like he's fucking Thanos.
Spoilers warning. I clocked in 22 hours in this game, and both Dina, this Asian chick, and in real life she's Mexican Asian, and she's super hot. But they made her look super Asian in this game, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, for the record, she doesn't look like in the game the way she looks like in the real life. That's just for the record. But there was an interview with Sam Witwer, which is the guy who plays Deacon St. John.
That's how we know him.
Yeah, and they ask him like, "So are we going to see you in this game?" He says, "Yeah, I'm in there, but I cannot tell you where." And the other guy, Glenn, he's looking at him. "Don't spoil the beans, bro. You're barely in the game." So it sucks. Both of them.
Don't you think he should? Yeah.
Both this Asian chick, which is Dina, and the Sam Witwer, they're like within 22 hours. I've seen them 3 times. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. And he, to me, is like, this is a missed opportunity because Deegan St. John, that actor, he's a good actor, and they could have done so much with the guy. You know what I mean? And fuck it, they should have made him the fucking main character. You should have played as Deacon St. John.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Holly. You got a chicken pox. I had a chicken pox when I was little too, and then I had shingles. And then I looked like one of these monsters actually. Yeah,
my friend had shingles. Doesn't that like burns or that burns,
bleeding,
right?
Dude. It was, and then one day just went away. We're such weird creatures, dude. I was like, what happened to my skin? I looked like a zombie, and then all of a sudden, it's beautiful and perfect. Listen, there's so much about us as humans, just weird. Like, doesn't make any sense. Like how that works, how the blood works. Blood has to be some kind of liquid design created by aliens themselves, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. The other topic me and you talked about, and I've said it before, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but we're starting to see the reality is that developers have to start abandoning PS4 and Xbox One because they are becoming a handicap for games. And Callisto Protocol,
now,
like forget
30 FPS. I suck.
Yeah. Like forget whether or not you like the game, whatever. But we're talking about the performance part now. All of the technical issues has to do with mainly because they tried to make this game work on PS4 and Xbox One. And many people have said that already. They're like, that's the problem. If the game is struggling,
I think, but they're doing that under pressure. I think.
Yeah. Like if the game is struggling to run on PC, and I'm watching guys who are using 3080 Ti, and they're telling me this fucking thing is struggling to run it. Why would you think it's gonna run good on the Xbox One and the PS4? You know, that's what I'm saying. Even with the Cyberpunk, that was the huge.
Okay, here's my another complaint. Sorry about that, Cameron.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why can't he sprint? I mean,
I know.
Like he looks like he
pisses
has
me
a
off.
back problem.
Pisses me off when you cannot sprint in the game.
He looks like he's like 400 pounds, got a back problem with his spine.
Have you seen? There's the new gameplay for the Dead Space remake. It's like 15 minutes, and the guy who made the game, he's playing it and he's talking about it. You watch that. I think it's in 4K, and you tell me that's how the Callisto should have been.
Oh yeah.
That thing is more fast paced. That looks like how this game should have been.
But you know what's really sad is the guy who created the Dead Space, the original 2 Dead Space, name's Glenn Schofield, is the guy who actually created the original Dead Space. Yeah. And it's the same guy who created this game, and it's kind of that's why people are disappointed. Like shit.
Yeah. He had a good reputation. He still has a good reputation. You know what I mean?
But you know, people only remember you by what you did last.
Yeah, exactly. He just has to make sure that he just has to make sure that in January with the Dead Space remake that one knocks it out of the park.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's the same thing if that's all. And another good point. I was watching a live last night with Spawnwave. He was doing the live stream, him and like 5 other YouTubers, one of them RTG guy, 85 whatever, that guy, and they were talking about the game and they were all giving it, and then Spawnwave, Spawnwave, right? He was basically saying one of the basic fundamental moves in this game that you have to have in these type of horror games is not in here, and he's like, you're gonna notice in the Resident Evil games, even though Resident Evil games, they may not have the best camera, because people will say that the camera in Callisto is horrible. Sometimes you can't even see what's happening because of the camera angles. But they were saying that Resident Evil, they solved that problem with one very simple move. It's the move when your character can flip 180 degrees. So if you're aiming one way, if you like push the directional pad one way, your character will automatically turn 180 degrees. So you can see instantly behind you. in the Callisto, it doesn't have that move. So now
It's
what
very
happens
slow,
is,
man. It's very slow.
yeah. So
That's why I'm
and they were
dying so
talking
much,
about
man,
like,
because
yeah,
like, think about it, like, it doesn't
Yeah.
help that it's 30 FPS. And I had listen. Let me just show you something. How bad it is, just so everybody understands. Dude, I had to disable motion blur and a film grain to even keep it steady 30. When I turn on the motion blur and the film grain, it drops down to like 27, 26 from what I heard. It's just like, here, let me show you. Okay, I'll turn on the motion blur and I'll turn on the film grain and you'll see how bad this is going to be. Get ready.
I'm watching.
You're going to see how sluggish this is going to be.
Oh yeah, you gotta add me on Instagram. I send you the thing.
Look at this.
Let me see.
Jose, yes, we know. We're not saying, I know where the button is. I'm saying, why is he so slow? He's jogging. He's not fucking running. This is not sprinting. This is jogging, you know.
What the hell is this?
You see what I'm saying, Jose? This is jogging, Dylan. Dylan, this is not sprinting. This is jogging, Dylan. But you never that smart, Dylan. Just kidding. I gotta pull Arnold out of my ass here and there. Yeah,
Oh
look
my
at
God.
this. Look how terrible this is. You see what I'm saying, Cameron?
Oh my god, I'm watching this. What happened to the game?
Now I have to turn it off. I have to go and turn off the. That's if I want to keep the 30 FPS steady. Hold on.
I got it from GameFly, so I'm gonna send this back now.
Now don't send it back. Try it first. You know, maybe you like it. Yeah. I mean,
hold on, Ed. Hold on, Ed. I'm gonna send you something. You can just take a quick look at it and tell me. Hold on a sec. Tell me what you think. I just saw this thing here. One sec. I'm gonna send it to you now on the IG. You can just glance at it. One sec.
Yeah. Let me see if I can finish this boss right now in this phase, and then I'll do that.
All right. Just
I'm
sent it.
kind of in the middle of this twins assholes.
All right.
I call them
I have to
twins.
remember how to look at the quests in the Val House.
Oh, look, he already got me. He fucking sacked my arm. Let me see.
All right, let's do this. Last goodbyes.
I just bought the Valhalla completion. Was it
It's free
completion
though.
edition?
I was gonna say it's free though if you have the PS Plus.
I don't have the DLC, so I have to buy them all.
Well, I know it's a good price.
That's the best one I got.
Yeah, the ultimate.
Gotham Knight. I'm getting a lot of the games. There's like so many games.
Let me see. It's right here. Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights. In
I will not get
tights.
full
You know what?
price.
When I think
That's
of
the whole
Gotham Knights
thing.
now, I think Gotham Knights in tights.
Gotham Gigolos.
Yeah, all those
Look,
things
I hate
were
to
really
go
bad.
down that route, but you know, just the title of the game, Gotham Knights. It almost sounds like somebody's gonna take it up the ass in a fucking game.
They didn't make this. They didn't make it right. They rushed the game. I heard. They rushed the game.
I can't help myself, man. You see, that's the problem with me is the comedy, man. I got to pull that comedy out of my ass, and I probably have offended somebody.
They're the same guys that make Batman Origin. So it's a weird game how they make games. Warner Brothers. Shit, all these games, man. Bully, Please on PlayStation. I like that.
Oh, this is the beginning of the game.
Oh god. And the best game on the sale right now is Metal Gear 5 for $3.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like 60. This guy is lying. I don't think it's 60 this guy F8 games. No offense. But let me show you, Cameron, what 60 FPS here, so you can see for the reference. Look at the photo mode. This is 60 FPS. If it was like this would be a 60 FPS, right? If it was something like this, right? I was running like this. Like, you see what I'm seeing right now, the photo mode? Now, this would be what I want. Now, but this, it's not 60 FPS. You see this? This is too slow, man.
Hold on, let me see it. I'm on the Valhalla. Hold on, let me switch it over.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm saying. I know how 60 FPS looks, man, and I know how 30 is, and this is definitely not a 60. It's very sluggish. It's very heavy and slow. There's a lot of delay. The latency is like unbelievable.
This, you think the developers are bullshitting then? Hold on, let me show you. This is from the developer. What's his name? Read this.
Definitely not 60 FPS.
What's his name? Crafton?
Oh, they're
the public.
They're bullshitting, man. There's no way.
Unless it's like a fucking mediocre 60.
It's like a 38, maybe 40. They're lying, because you know. Yeah, look at this, man. This is not bro. This is not 60 FPS. Look at this.
It looks bad.
This is 60 FPS. Look at the photo.
Okay, hold on, let me.
The photo, yeah, I'm looking.
Mute that.
If it was a 60 FPS, I would have finished this boss by now, dude. This is 60 FPS.
That's the best one I got. Yeah, the ultimate.
Look, I was hearing myself talk.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. I thought the camera was gonna kill us.
Yeah, this is 60 FPS. But this is not. I think they're full of shit, man. Okay, they need to show me the evidence. All right, give me a FPS counter. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Well, you know what? Digital Foundry did the thing. Wouldn't they have it? If it's actually hitting there?
Yeah,
Digital Foundry, they did it.
Yeah,
they did
I haven't watched their video.
Me neither. I didn't watch it either.
Yeah.
I watched part of it. It's saying 60.
Because I sent you a link just now, and the developer is saying it's 60. But like I said, I haven't played the game to see if it's a shitty 60 and it's really 45.
It's a shitty. If it's a 60, I would say it's like a 45 to 50. This is not.
Yeah, God of War. You could tell that's 60.
Smooth as body.
Yeah,
look
Spider-Man.
at this.
Spider-Man. You can fucking think that's 70, 80.
Look, it's cutting in and out, man. Look, it's not steady. Look at this.
Your live stream is cutting out and in too.
I don't even your live stream. Your live stream just has a black screen. Hold on, let me see. Is that? Yeah, it just shows. It's on the menu with the motion blur.
You cracked your YouTube. My God.
Saying they can't see anything. It's frozen.
Oh, great. Maybe it's time for me to do this just directly from a... See? All this capture cards and shit doesn't mean nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not doing it from the PS5?
No.
Holy fuck. I thought you were doing it from the PS5.
I'm gonna go to PS5, man. Fuck this shit.
That's a El Gato.
Yeah. Alright, Holly, you can join me too if you want on the PS5 party chat. Let me get the fuck out of here. This El Gato shit.
We have to log off and oh no, the Discord will still work.
We'll come back in a bit, and I'm gonna be online in case anything as well.
Oh, it came back, but it's freezing. It's like half an FPS now. The live stream.
No.
We should just go to Twitch, man.
I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like a 60. I'm looking at my C2. It just doesn't feel like a 60 to me, dude. Because if it's very sluggish, and if they are saying that it's unlocked 60, it feels more like a 48 to 50. It feels like a flight simulator wannabe 60, but it drops down to 50 to 49, 48, you know. It's not a the word, consistency. I don't see the consistency. Yeah. Like on God of War, there's a consistency. When I beat, what's her name? Alva, there was a consistency there.
Of course.
It was smooth. Yeah, it was fucking amazing. But here, I don't see that consistency, because when we talk about 60 FPS, it has to be locked, right? You can't drop a frame. Yeah.
You know what I'm noticing though? Like, I guess it applies to any game, right? Like if you see a game and it has a problem, right? And like it could be any game. I'm not going to use any specific game. And then you comment like let's say Digital Foundry makes a review and they tell you the game was promised 60 FPS, it's not reaching 60, it's only doing 30 or whatever. And you as a regular consumer who you know, you spent your money on the game or you're going to go buy the game, if you comment and say, "Man, I'm disappointed," it's only you're gonna have all these fucking people come and bash you and say, "Oh, who wants to play 60?" Yeah, like I'm commenting and I'm giving like you know, good criticism for these directors to you know, improve the game.
Listen, man,
and then
we
you have
pay
all
a
these
lot of
fucking
money, dude.
fanboys. Yeah, you
We
have
pay
all
a
these
lot of money,
fanboys
dude.
coming on. Yeah,
No,
you have
you're
all these
right.
fanboys coming on, and they're coming on and saying, "Oh, who wants that anyways? Who wants to have a game that's gonna be, you know,
Us.
you have to explore,
Me,
you have to go find
you,
stuff. I
who
want
pay-
to have a game where you don't have to do anything. You just press the buttons and you can play and closing your eyes." It's like, what
Listen,
the fuck?
man.
I'm thinking, I'm
I
thinking,
can
buddy,
win
you
that
spent
argument.
$600. I'm like,
I can win that fucking argument any fucking day of any fucking
it's
night.
like
I
why
pay
even
money
argue? Because
for it.
it's
I
so
paid
dumb. Like,
$70 for it. I paid $90 for this freaking game.
yeah.
That shit better
Whoa.
run in 60 FPS. That
But it's like
fucking-
anything you try, any type
Yeah.
of constructive criticism you put to a game, I'm finding you're having all of these fucking idiot gamers come out of the woodwork and comment stupidity. You know what I mean? Like I was telling the guy, like I made one comment like, the game needs to have a little bit more exploration so that the user feels some type of a reward. You know, like when you go and you find a special weapon
All right.
and you unlock it, you're like, holy fuck! It made this little, you know, 15 minutes of exploration that I did worth it. You know, I feel happy. People are like, why would you want to explore, man? Nobody likes to explore. I like to have a game where I don't have to even think. I just can just press the buttons and win.
If I pay,
And then I reply, and I'm
That's kind
replying.
of money, dude. I
So
wanna have
does
60
that make
FPS,
sense
man.
to you? Does that make